Hey guys and gals, this is Alex with Legendary Apartment Brokers here in Kansas City. Today is Monday, December 1st, 2025, and let's get right into it. This is the KC Multifamily Minute covering every single new opportunity that comes on the open market every single week, as well as talking about what's out there, what's available to you, and really kind of where you can go with your investment property. If you got a 1031 exchange, I want to hear from you. If you're an active real estate investor, I want to hear from you. So first up, I want to get to some statistics for you. What do we got in the open market here? So I'm looking at the MLS data, which is what's going to power most of these small multifamily opportunities that are in the, call it $500,000 to $5 million range. As far as actual on-market listings, there's 63 that are out there that are that price point, $500,000 plus. And there are 47 of those that are available. So they're showing there are 16 under contract right now at this moment, which means you can go out there and buy 47 of them. Now, most of those, about 65%, are going to be $500,000 to $1 million. So if you're over $1 million, you still got, call it 20 or so or 15 that are going to be over $1 million that you can look at across the Kansas City metro. Some of those are packages of houses. Some of those are packages of a couple duplexes. But these are all built before 2020 or 2020 or older, and these are all $500,000 plus. But as far as actual new on-market stuff this week here on the open market in Kansas City, I know it shows there's two here. Last week we covered this one here on Robinson. It's 10 units for $1.2 million. A lot of people have asked me about it. I've got some questions into the brokers there to figure out really kind of what's going on. But then we have this new listing here. So this is my listing for a seller of mine that is $550,000. It's a very classic colonnade style fourplex right in the heart of Midtown, so 36 in Wyandotte, which is going to be west of Main Street, close to the streetcar extension stop, Class A location, urban core. I could go on and on about this property. Very large 2 bedrooms. They all have a dining room. They all have a kitchen. They all have 2 bedrooms. They all have a bathroom. You can live in one unit, rent out the other. Of course, very affordable that way. Then you also have, there's a basement space that's been built out to a degree. I think at one point it was an apartment unit. It's got egress windows down there. It would be a large 1-bedroom. I'm thumbing through the photos here. These are the egress basement area here that somebody could go in there and finish this out. Wouldn't cost more than probably $35,000 to do it right. Clean up some of this stuff. You got washer and dryer down in the basement as well. So there's a lot of opportunity to build this out. You could easily have this as a 5-plex. You could easily live in this unit, rent out the others for a couple of years and turn it into a 5-plex. Whatever's up to you. I really like this property, obviously because it's my listing, but also because I do think it is a fantastic investment opportunity for someone in the Kansas City market to go out there and get that. So highly encourage you to take a look at that one. Email me, alex@legendarypartbrokers.com. We can talk more about that one. Now, keep in mind, last week was Thanksgiving week, so not a ton of activity out here on the open market listing world. So over here on LoopNet, there is, I've got this over here for podcast listeners, one new listed property. This is actually out here throughout the summer, I'll call it. 64 units for $4.9 million. We talked about it at that time. It's called Calico Farms. Needs work. There's some vacancy. There's some that are condos. Kind of an interesting opportunity. As far as where this is at, this is going to be south of 435, west of 470, so it's not in Lee Summit. It's not in Grandview. It's in between Grandview and call it kind of Ruskin Heights-ish, Calico Farms area. I actually like the location here. It'd be, probably a Class C suburban, Class B minus suburban location. If you can wrap your mind around the numbers and the deferred maintenance that are on this thing, I think it's actually a pretty interesting deal. So if you've got close to that $4.5, $5 million range for your 1031 exchange, could be an interesting opportunity for you to take that one down. Okay. So guys, that's everything new that's on the open market. So not a ton going on out here in the Kansas City market. Remember, last week was Thanksgiving. This is the very last month of the year. If you've got some goals, maybe you're coming to the realization you might not be able to hit those for this year, but you want to get head start on next year, please do reach out because the end of the year to the next year is going to be an excellent time to take advantage of the market. Interest rates are likely to fall. We don't know how they're going to fall in December, but I bet moving forward, some new interesting opportunities are going to arise from whatever's going on out there in the open market world. So let's reach out. Let's talk about these. I've got plenty of off-market deals. I sent an email out last week that had, I think, 8 listings and 7 off-market deals. So reach out to me at any of those, Alex at legendarypartbrokers.com, and we'll talk soon.